to yourhomeliferadio.com. Join us now as we walk around our neighborhood exploring brand new worlds from the comfort of your own home. Now welcome to another fine show here on yourhomeliferadio.com.
Welcome to yourhomeliferadio.com. This is the GF Joe Radio Show, and I am your host, GF Joe, the only show that is entirely gluten-free. Every Tuesday from 4 to 5 p.m. on yourhomeliferadio.com. Hey, what's going on out there, listener world? I got to correct that little intro. It said 4 to 5. It's now 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. Tuesdays, live here, coming from Pinellas County Studios in Clearwater, Florida. I am your host, GF Joe, and welcome to my show. It is all gluten-free. If you want extra gluten, you don't come and see me. You don't watch my show. But if you want a gluten-free show, you come and see me. And you buy my cupcakes, which today I brought some. If you see on my table right here, I brought my GF Joe brand cupcakes. They are gluten-free. Woohoo! They are delicious. And my engineer loved it. He melted it on the floor. He's like, oh, this is great. I can't believe this. I said, hey, I don't fool around. My products are really great. You don't have great tasting food, you're out of business. This is GF Joe. Welcome to yourhomeliferadio.com. And I have to, the other day we had the FBI come knocking at my door, and the FDA and the Department of Agriculture, and they says, GF Joe, you have to have a disclaimer. So I have to say this disclaimer right now, before the show starts. I'll do it in my DJ voice. I'll try a nice DJ voice. The views and opinions expressed on the GF Joe Radio Show and Entertainment Global Media are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show found on the GF Joe Radio Show can't promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or diet or health or whatever personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to treat, diagnose, and or claim any cure of disease or condition. Check with your personal physician before you do anything, if he's around. Anyway, that is my disclaimer. If there's a better one, write it and send it to me. I'll give you a free cupcake. The GF Joe Radio Show. We have a little guest coming on board today. He's somewhere in traffic on US 19, a.k.a. Useless 19. But hey, Ethan Kraft will be here, guest from the Boy Scouts. I forgot which troop number that was. And then his father will be alongside him, and we'll be having a little team interview about his diet, his little diet issues, and maybe some Boy Scout talk. My name is GF Joe. Now, what is gluten? Every week I say the same thing because I get new listeners and they don't know. What the heck is gluten? And why do I care? Why is it in my food? Gluten is a protein that is found in wheat, barley, rye, some oats, found in corn and rice, but in corn and rice a little bit. But it is, and it affects 1 in 133 people in America. It is the most underdiagnosed disorder is celiac or an allergy. Gluten intolerance is bad on the body. We have several, now there's a few hundred great Olympic athletes and other athletes that are on a gluten-free diet. And their opinions, as they expressed on their interviews, are that They think clearly. They perform better. They feel better when they're off the wheat products. Wheat includes, or any gluten includes, pastas, breads, most Italian foods, lasagna, pasta, spaghetti, eggshells. Shells. They call them eggshell shells. What else? That gluten is affecting the body. Now, in celiac case, it damages the villi in the small intestines. The only known cure for that, for celiac people, is that they have to have a gluten-free diet. Hence, gluten-free GF Joe show. Otherwise, I personally have a allergy sensitivity. Those are the two forms of gluten intolerances. You have a celiac disease and an allergy sensitivity. I have an allergy sensitivity, meaning that if I have some bread or Italian food, spaghetti, pizza, pasta, or any of that stuff that has gluten in it, I get a quick reaction, usually within 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes it's, depending on the gluten itself, it could be faster. The only way to stop that reaction is not have gluten in my life. And I've been gluten-free since 1995. I think that's 12 and 5 is 17 years, something like that. 17 years of being gluten-free. Do you know anybody who's been gluten-free for 17 years? You may not. I believe, in my personal opinion, disclaimer, an expert on being gluten-free. If you have an issue with celiac or an allergy sensitivity, you can call me here at the radio show, and we'll have a nice chat at 727-597-4022. And we'll discuss your gluten-free diet. If you know anybody who wants to discuss gluten-free diets or lifestyles, you give them a call. Have them call me at the radio station, 727-597-4022. I am your host, GF Joe, and this is the GF Joe Radio Hour, all gluten-free all the time on yourhomeliferadio.com. And I got my cupcakes here because I have my own little bakery. Right now, it's a small, little growing bakery called GF Joe Brands. And I got my logo on it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera over there. We'll probably, later on, we'll zoom in. There's my GF Joe brand cupcakes. That will be in the stores soon. It'll be in the refrigerated section because gluten doesn't hold up in a room temperature atmosphere. So that's why you see all these gluten-free breads in the market today. They're mainly frozen or refrigerated. They ship them and make it frozen, so it lasts longer on the shelves. When you have things that last longer on the shelves, in the business world, it increases your bottom line. The best thing to do is eat fresh. Like a known sandwich shops, that their whole logo is eat fresh. But when you want pasta, that could stand in the room temperature. There's a lot of corn pastas out there and rice pastas out there that are room temperature on the shelves at these stores, Publix, whatever, and that's fine. But the perishable items like the breads, you rarely ever see them on the shelves in the room temperature. There's one product that does, and I'm really impressed with them. I forgot the name of that product. Otherwise, I would mention it. But mainly, most of the gluten-free breads and pastries are all either frozen or refrigerated. Now, when I brought these here, I brought them because it was really humid out, and my frosting was melting. Hello, lady. Would you like some melted frosting on your gluten-free GF Joe cupcake? No. So I put it in a little cooler, and it's staying up. And these are for my guests. Soon as they arrive, GF Joe is proudly to have Ethan Kraft and Daryl Kraft coming in about 25 minutes or so. And we'll be discussing a little bit about the Boy Scouts, yada, yada, yada. I love the Boy Scouts. Are we ready to go for a commercial break? You want to give me a countdown there, Mr. Nolan Ray of Entertainment Global Media. This is GF Joe, your homeliferadio.com. I am your host, GF Joe.
I'm letting it go. I'm relinquishing control. I was blown off course, had my anchor on another boat. I'm going with the flow, gonna sail with the wind. Where it goes I don't know, but I'm letting you take me to the shore. I'm not afraid of you. Your attempts to be human do not impress me. You are a machine. You're a hole that I fell in, but I climbed out a new person. One day they'll stop pretending. It may be in their graves. Either way you'll have to face it. Motionless and empty, you're governed by commands. I don't believe you understand what love is. Threw me overboard, I'm buried in the sea. Was swallowed by the whale, beginning my night sea journey, and I'm letting it go. I don't need you, I don't need your hollow soul. Oh no. I was a silhouette. I lost my will to breathe. I fought against myself and I looked me in the eyes and I decided life's worth living. I walked the dog.
Who was that singing?
I searched the water's edge for a hint of gold. When this night is over, I'll be awake, I'll be aware, I'll be ready to face the world.
Welcome back to the GF Joe radio show on yourhomeliferadio.com. I am your host, GF Joe. That was Simply Abigail. I believe we have a caller. That caller's coming in right through the...
Right some of these products in Dayton, Ohio.
Hello. This is GF Joe. How can I help you?
Hey, Joe, how can I buy some of your products in Dayton, Ohio?
I got to find out my salesman up there first. They're not up there. Is this the Lucas's father?
Absolutely. I figured you're talking about the Boy Scouts. I mean, we'll help you out here. I mean, I'd love to see some of the products.
I got to send a whole bunch up. I will. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good, Joe. I just want to make sure some of the listeners down there knew that, man, you guys had a bakery that was just phenomenal back in the past, so anything that Joe's making now has got to be excellent.
Thank you, man. Thank you. How's Dayton going for you?
Hey, Dayton's all right. It's not as exciting as Largo or St. Pete, Florida, but you know we're doing okay up here.
Terrific. Yeah, I love this little radio show I got going on, man. I love it a lot, and I'm trying to do my best. We're going to grow the listeners, and how is oh man, I forgot your daughter's name and your wife's name. You caught me off guard here.
That's all right. Brooke and Lori, they're doing just fine.
Yeah.
Actually, my wife texted me and she made sure I get on the line to give you a call and see your show. And I said, oh, definitely. Maybe I can help Joe out.
How you're doing great, I heard from Daryl. He should be coming here any minute.
Hey, I'll stick on. I'll watch the show. Hey, any you listeners out there, definitely get some gluten-free from Joe because I'm going to get some. I'm going to have it shipped all the way to Ohio.
We got biscotti cookies, cookie dough. I'll be selling soon cookie dough to eat. That's right. Kids love it, and it's healthy. It's just better than a candy snack. Just gluten-free cookie dough. Great having you on.
That sounds awesome, Joe. Good luck.
All righty. I'll see you next week, maybe.
Take care.
You got
Bye
it.
now.
Bye. Oh, man. That was great. We have Daryl Kraft coming in. He just texted me. They're waiting for the traffic. They're at the red light. They're going to be turning. Oh, I have to do this. Hold on. Wait a sec. My little disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed on the GF Joe radio show and the Entertainment Global Media are those of the host, guests, and callers, are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The show is found on the GF Joe and Your Home Life Radio Network. Can't promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes and only are not intended to treat, diagnose, or claim or cure any disease or condition. God forbid we want to cure something, right? When was the last cure? We never had a cure. I think they had one cure back in 1930s or something. Right now we're just treating diseases. We're treating them. We're not even trying to cure them because they're thinking bad. They're thinking, oh, we can't cure it. That's negative thinking. Maybe you can cure. Maybe God says, I'm going to give you a guy. He's going to cure cancer. You never know. Never have that negative thinking attitude. And that's what I've been trying to work on. We can cure stuff. I believe there can be a cure for cancer. Are you thinking bad? Everybody's thinking the same thing. That's why there's no cure. You got a billion people thinking there's going to be no cancer cure. That's why you can't cure it. You got to think right. We should have a thinking day, a think positive day. Everybody thinks the same thoughts in one day and see what happens. Guarantee you I will be really famous on that day. GF Joe Radio Show, all gluten-free all the time. I am your host, GF Joe. And I love my caller from Dayton, Ohio. And his kids there, Brooke and Lucas. And Daryl should be coming in soon. I'm excited. We're going to have a guest from the Boy Scouts. And Nolan really loved my gluten-free cupcakes. By the way, GF Joe has the website at gfjoe.com. You can see it over here. gfjoe.com. gfjoe.com. What is gluten? All righty. We're going to get back to that. It's all gluten. It's a protein found in wheat, which I cannot digest personally. Also, the other people that cannot digest gluten are people with celiac, also known as celiac sprue, gluten intolerance, yada, yada, yada. Holy smoke. The only way they can live is they have a gluten-free lifestyle, gluten-free diet. They live gluten-free. So I've been eating gluten-free for 15 years. Now, I'm happy to announce on this radio show that GF Joe is writing a little memoir, an autobiographical gluten-free book. I am about 10 pages into it. It should be about 250 pages, and it should be done in about 7 months. And I'm really excited. It'll have a lot about how I dealt with my gluten-free life. I entitled the book GF Joe, How I Lost My Italianity. Like how I lost, similar to the word virginity. It's my life on how I lost my Italianity, meaning my whole Italian culture, and I'm Italian, full-blooded, red-blooded Italian. All my diet and food is about gluten. All I ever ate until I found out I had to get off gluten was pasta, pizza. More pasta, more pizza, lasagna, shells, breaded chicken, breaded parmesan, veal parmesan, breaded chicken cutlets, Italian bread, French bread. My whole life was gluten. So in 1995, I consider it like I lost my heritage, my Italian culture when I had to get off gluten. So it's really painful. And that's what mainly it is. And there'll be scenes and stuff in the book, scenarios that I will show you or write down, whatever. I forgot what the words we use in the writing world again. Anyway, but it's a great book, I believe, and it's funny right off the bat. And I love to have a lot of humor in my book, even though I went through a lot of crap. And I'm a survivor of being Italian and gluten-free. I believe my 2 guests will be coming in pretty soon. But yes, the book will be written. I should be done in 7 months, 6 to 7 months. I'm going to have an editor, and we're going to go through that process and do the whole business end of it and trying to get a publisher and all this. So I'm really excited about that. And coming into the studio to my right will be Ethan Kraft. He's going to put on the headphones. And then to my left will be his father, Mr. Daryl Kraft. And he'll put on his headphones. And we're welcoming both of them to the GF Joe radio show. Thank you. Thank you. You can talk right into that. Can you hear them, Nolan? They're good. The microphones are hot. So how's the trip over here? Go ahead, Ethan, go ahead.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I came back from my summer camp just now.
Oh, tell me about that. I got a little gift for you, by the way. There's a gluten-free
Thank you.
chocolate. There's a gift for you, too. You're getting gluten-free.
That's awesome.
Ooh, these are good.
Let me tell you what Joe did to me. Let me tell you.
Okay.
I work hard for him. I build the website. I come in here and I help him, set up a sign. I help him better his show even. And yet he gives a cupcake first try to an intern.
Oh, was she cute? No.
Well, she comes to my house. She came over
It's
to
a
my
she.
She had to come over to my house to buy some annual party tickets coming up on September 9th. Little plug. And she just starts boasting about how delicious these cupcakes are. And she didn't just stop. Like, she just kept going and going about how good they were. And I just kept getting more upset. But then when I had one, I'm really glad I got so upset because he made me one out of guilt. I told him I was gonna fire him if he didn't.
That was great. I love that. I was
Good
like,
story.
Now I had to bring. I'm like, all right, and I had to bring my guests their cupcakes. You can have them later. No eating on camera.
Aww.
Maybe later. So tell me about your trip in the Boy Scouts. How'd it go?
The summer camp?
Yeah, summer camp.
Yeah, it went pretty good. I had a lot of merit badged classes.
Uh-huh.
Like, I had geocaching, communications, citizenship in a nation, and
Terrific.
rifle shooting.
Uh-huh. Rifle shooting? Really?
Yeah.
What kind of rifle was it?
Like a little 22 bolt action.
And were you there, Dad?
I was there. I had just as much fun as they do. I got to shoot and swim and all this stuff. It's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Terrific. And how, since we're on the gluten-free show, we want to know, of course, about your diets. How is your diet doing? What do you eat?
I try to eat good. They have these little lunch things at my summer camp, like little ham and turkey sandwiches.
Aha. Did you have bread with that?
Ask them if we have bread in our refrigerator right now.
Do you have bread in your refrigerator?
We do not.
See that? Woohoo! Booyah! Hey, your brother-in-law called.
We got that text. I was sorry. We were on the freeway with all the traffic and we missed it. What did he say? I missed him.
I'm a schmuck because I forgot his freaking name.
Oh, Jason.
Jason. That's. I'm sorry to Jason in Dayton, Ohio. I'm thinking.
Tell him to call back in.
He's gonna have a field day with me, man.
He's a good guy.
Oh.
He can talk your ear off about food. Did he talk about his experience in the food industry?
No, I know that his. You were telling me his dad was one of the franchise guys, whatever.
Yeah.
Right now, but what was that? So anyway, Jason is really he's motivated. He's good.
He's good, and he knows. I'm sure from being in that industry, he knows about gluten-free people and that way of cooking. You know, I know he's aware of that. So he's a good resource. My sister too. They're both good food industry people. So yeah, but Ethan, tell Joe about also the summer camp you're in now. It's talk about that just for a second.
Yeah, I'm in this technology summer camp.
There you
Joe
go.
knows about this. Joe's
Like, we're doing a lot of video editing right now. So like, we're shooting video and then we're coming back in and putting it all together and adding a bunch of effects in iMovie.
Terrific. And how long is the movie? Do you know?
Up until now, we've just been doing practice, but starting now, we're going to be working on a live interview.
Whoa! So you got practice right now.
Yeah, that's
Right?
right.
This is what we're doing.
We're live.
Yeah.
Here's a little suggestions about interviews. It's all about questions and answers. I question you, you question me, and then you try not to. As a radio host, you try to give answers that are non-yes or no type questions. So
The open-ended questions.
yeah, open-ended questions. This guy knows.
They taught
He's
you
good.
something.
Look at that. He
That's right.
knows.
That's good.
Open-ended questions. So, how was your day?
It was good.
See, and he'll rattle off a long
blah, blah,
answer.
Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. And then, did you have a fun time? You can say yes. No, you can't ask those questions. No.
Snore.
Then you'll kill the interview right there. So, what do you think about the Boy Scouts?
I think it's really fun. Like, there's a lot of good kids in there, and you get to go on a lot of fun trips.
Mm-hmm.
And you do a lot of service projects, too, like the one I did the other day, Saturday.
You did a service project? What does that entail?
Yeah, this particular one, we had to go along about a mile stretch of road and pick up trash along it.
Wow. I had to do that once.
On the chain gang.
I was on the chain gang. No,
Can't say that on the
it
air.
wasn't.
Oh.
That was back in my California days. But anyway, hey, Boy Scouts. What is it a rank? What do they call that? Rank?
Rank, yes.
What rank are you?
Right now I'm on first class, going on star.
Star. What are the? How's it? You know the ranks? How do they go? Start from the bottom.
There's Boy Scout, Tenderfoot, second class, first class, Star Scout, Life Scout, Eagle.
Wow.
So I'm on Star
You're
Scouts.
where at? Where at? You're number 2 there.
First class.
Wow, you're almost there. 3 more, 4 more to go, 5 more to go,
About halfway. Actually.
Halfway?
Right in the middle.
and see what happens.
It happens.
Oh man.
Can you do the Scout law?
A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Very good.
That was
Very
good. Terrific.
Very good.
Oh
Do a
man.
good turn daily, be prepared, I know it all.
I like that. Be prepared. You know, when I have when I'm driving my Saturn and the car's on its last legs, I always have a bottle of water in the car. I'm prepared because I'm going to be a while.
Well, that's good. Same Boy Scout right here.
I always think Boy Scout. That was my dad too. He was he was in the military. He was, of course, the ultimate Boy Scout. So
Yeah.
he was always prepared.
an
Oh
impressive
man, Daryl. So how you doing?
Doing well.
My co-host here, Daryl Kraft,
we-
got a master's in education technology.
Yes. Doing well. We've worked a lot with Ethan. We've done. He can tell you about my whole thing with diet and health.
Mm-hmm.
And how much do I beat you over the head with stuff like this, Ethan?
Yeah, a lot.
It's your health, man.
Hey,
So we really work on that at home. We try to eat good stuff. You know, it's a battle.
Eating.
But we're working on it. We're doing well.
I think as a parent, you would want your kid to say, "Hey, Dad, thank you for teaching me that way, but can you do it better this way next time instead of banging the kid over with the hammer?"
That's right.
Am I
yes,
right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Do it
I know.
nicely. And then it's up to him if he wants to, run across the street while there's a million cars and you tell him not to, but, he'll learn his lesson when he gets hit by the car.
That's right. That's right.
the
What-
hard way.
Yeah, the hard way. Put your hand on that hot stove. Go ahead. No. My parents did that to me, and because I burned myself once, and they said, "Go ahead." No, go ahead. And they did the reverse psychology, and that works a lot with me.
Ooh.
You tell me not to do something,
You do it.
and I do it. You can't do this. Oh yeah, I'm doing it.
Sometimes it works. It sticks. You remember it. You know, it's
It
like
w- it
that
works.
pain. Sometimes it's like, oh, this doesn't work for me. The pain does stick. I think that's, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's in a lot of great literature.
What is it? What do they call that? The teacher or the experience is the best teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As older people, we want to. What was the word? We want to suggest or give advice, our wisdom, to the younger crowd, but they
Yeah.
are so resistant
Yes.
because they don't get it, and we try to protect them or love up on them. But when they get into the same scenario and it happens to them, then they say, "Oh, I understand now. I tried to tell you for 30 years, but you didn't listen." Now I'm reading all these books.
But we're all guilty of that.
We're all
See,
guilty.
we did the same thing. We didn't listen to our parents fully. We tried.
And it's really where we're out looking for to help people, to help our children to avoid these bad scenarios or bad mistakes.
Yeah. Yes, it is. It's trying to help them, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't. What else do they teach you in the Boy Scouts? Anything else? Survival skills? Yeah, tell me about the survival skills.
Yeah, all the survival skills are really cool. Like, they teach you to bring a mirror along so you can, like, reflect the sun at an aircraft or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Yep.
someone walking
Yep.
on a trail.
Terrific. A mirror. What else?
Like flint and steel, they're better than matches at starting fires.
Flint? Flint is
Flint
what
and
now?
steel.
Do I have to Google that? What is flint?
Like it's a rock, basically. You scrape the metal against it and it makes sparks.
Oh,
Starts
okay.
fire.
Wow, terrific. I'm learning a lot from the Boy Scouts.
There's a lot to it.
There's no texting and radio show
Oh,
hosting.
I-
You can't radio show host and text. See that? We got you on camera here.
Oops.
You can't do that. Well, only I could do that.
I can't do two things at once.
We're going to put the microphone down. There you go.
All right.
So we could see you on camera a little bit. There you go. I'm getting these editorial texts from my co-producer in Newport Richie. Now, unfortunately, we have to stay here for 5 minutes. We can't go to a commercial because the engineer had to do a nature call, as we say in the industry. So we're stuck.
There's no secrets on this show. Everything's
Everything is true. Everything what you hear
truth and reality.
is right here on this show, the GF Joe Radio Show.
We like it that way.
What is my logo? Do you guys know what my logo is?
All gluten all the time.
There you go. You win. You win a cupcake. That.
Sorry.
What is it?
Oh. Uh, oh. Can you read that? I know, those are small labels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
What is it?
Yeah.
I
But
crack myself
you
up.
can eat that. I can give you a napkin. There's a little. Wait a sec. Hold on.
No, I
Take
get
over.
that. You can't have sugar or gluten, nothing. I get all that. Give me that.
No.
No sugar, no dairy, no wheat in our house. None.
What?
Ah.
I'm back.
That's funny.
Did you see that? I gave him a napkin.
Yeah, we're,
That's up to you guys if you want to eat it. But that is gluten-free, dairy-free, chocolate, decadent. cupcake.
man.
Man.
Wow.
It's a
See,
secret.
that's tempting.
That's
me
also
smell
a
it.
special packaging.
I was gonna say, it's like.
How do you open it? Is here. You show you. Watch. You hold it close to your body, right? And you grab the sharp edges. You push in, and you open it. See that? Oh.
Push in. I'm not working it.
That's a top secret
Wow.
packaging. You can do it. Try not to get the chocolate on your shirt.
We'll do this later. I'm gonna make a mess. Oh, it looks so
Yeah.
good though. I can smell
Like a
his.
bad idea now.
I gotta work on that packaging, but it helps. You could just either rip partially whatever. But anyway, there goes my
stuff.
packaging ideas. Anyway, this is the GF Joe Radio Show. You're on Home Life, yourhomeliferadio.com. We're talking with Ethan Kraft, a very famous Boy Scout, and his father, Daryl Kraft, who's got a master's in education technology. And he is a local athletic person who's always running, playing disc, ultimate disc frisbee, right? Tell me about
Ultimate
that.
frisbee.
Tell me about
Still
that.
doing that once a week. I play on the beach, and there's a lot of games every week. But this one's on the beach, and what a workout! What a great.
We're gonna show your face here. We
people.
want
Oh,
to see
I'm off
that
camera.
handsome face. Which beach is this?
Clearwater Beach.
What time?
Near Frenchie's, about 6 to 8:30, or whenever the sun goes down.
Did you hear that? 6 to 8:30, ladies, single ladies out there.
If you come and watch, you're gonna have to play too. I've been trying to get this guy to go,
I'll come out.
and it's a great crowd. They're very inclusive.
Hello.
So yeah, ladies.
Hey, do the Boy Scouts have a website or something if they want to join or anything like that?
Yes, good
Yeah, I
question.
think they do. Like,
Do they think? Do I have to? Oh man.
It is scouting.org.
What is it?
Scouting.org.
Scouting. Oh man.
.org, and that's
Yep, there it is.
I believe there is a link, and you can put a zip code and find a troop.
What is your troop number? Do you have a troop number or something or a
yeah,
chapter?
it's kind of a funny troop number. 321.
What's our chant?
That is difficult to remember. But anyway, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, you ready, Ethan?
You have a chant. This
Ready?
Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Boom!
3, 2, 1.
Boom!
3, 2, 1.
Boom!
Thank you. You win the chant of the hour from the Boy Scouts.
That's fun.
Gluten-free Joe. Hey, Nolan, are you around? Can you hear me? Is the engineer around? Can we do a commercial break? I got a headache. It's from all the gluten.
There's no breaks in radio. That's funny.
This is GF Joe Radio Show. We're out on Your Home Life. Back in a few minutes.
That's funny.
Oh, man.
You pull away sometimes and I pull away too, but I can't commit to letting you go. So as I pull, you're pulling back, but this thread's too thin for holding us both. So tension grows before we know it. say I don't own you. Well, I know I don't want to control you, but I hope if I let you go, that you'll come back to take me with you wherever you go. And if you don't, that we can be happy still.
Welcome back to the GF Joe Radio Show. I'm your host, GF Joe, on yourhomeliferadio.com. Today we have a guest, Ethan Kraft and Daryl Kraft. Also, I have to announce the Entertainment Global Media presents We Made It to a Year Party, September 9th, 2012, The Zone Lounge in Tarpon Springs. That's September 9th, The Zone Lounge, Tarpon Springs. Private party
cool.
from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Admission is $10. It includes a dinner, live music, and awards ceremony, semi-formal attire. Kids are allowed up to 9:30. After that, we kick them out. Get the heck out. 6 to 9:30. What else? That's the We Made It to a Year party. The Entertainment Global Media. That's a commercial on a little thing. Don't worry about that. But they can still hear me. Okay. The private party is from 6 to 9:30. Awards, foods, live music. The Zone Lounge, Tarpon Springs, September 9th. Put that on your Microsoft Outlook or something, or whatever you write down to remember stuff. Cool. During the break, we were talking about the Baking Award. Tell me about that, Baking Award.
The Cooking Merit Badge, Ethan. What have you done with that?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what we have to do, but so far we've tried to make eggs in a bag with paper bags, which end up as egg water.
Okay.
This is a cooking badge?
Yep.
This is a cooking badge. Eggs
Is
in
it
the
like
water.
wilderness cooking or what? Cooking in the wilderness?
Well, it just says cooking, so
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
yeah.
We'll call the head honcho at 321 Troop something.
Oh yeah.
Figure out. We need like a cookie cupcake badge.
Yeah, that would be
You know, the Girl Scouts got cookies, but the Boy Scouts have cupcakes. Let's kick their booty and make some Boy Scout cupcakes. Those are hot
idea.
right now.
That's a great. See, we don't have the killer app like they have the Girl Scouts. Everybody knows the cookies. But the Boy
Exactly.
Scouts does not have
They
the
don't have
killer.
a killer.
We'll be on the phone in 30 seconds.
Who's that? What? Okay. Killer
Color.
cupcake cookies. Exactly.
Yeah, the Boy Scouts have this popcorn that they go around selling, but it's way overpriced, and no one buys
I
it.
had that. We have a caller. This is the GF Joe Radio Show. How can I help you?
Hi, I just wondered if you could kind of clarify why we should avoid dairy. I've got a girlfriend who has a daughter who's in preschool right now, and she said that, let me read her Facebook post. She says, I'm pulling my daughter out of her preschool because I was told that in order for them to stop serving her milk, I have to provide a doctor's note stating that she cannot drink it.
Really?
And she says she's trying to figure out why a doctor has to be the one to authorize what my daughter can and can't eat, especially when they're often out of shape and unhealthy themselves. And she says the kicker is she's told it's because they are accredited by a government agency, the USDA.
Who am I talking to, by the way?
It's Kelly.
Kelly.
This is Kelly.
This is Kelly. Do you know Daryl and Ethan Kraft?
I know them. Yes, I do.
I know Kelly.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, they have to go by the rules. If the school says they need a doctor's note, you got to play by the rules. The student cannot be force fed that. The kid can say, "Hey, I'm allergic to that. I can't," and doesn't have to drink it, or else that's really bad. You can't force feed an allergy kid or kid with dairy issues.
How old is the kid again?
She's in preschool.
It's a young.
Oh yeah,
3 or 4 years old.
yeah.
So she wouldn't know. But the mom doesn't want her to have milk, or she can't have milk. There's no.
The mom doesn't want her to have the milk.
Okay.
She's very much into fitness. She's in fantastic shape, and she's trying to teach healthy habits to her daughter.
Okay, so she's like a lot of people have been studying, and Joe, like there's things you can eat that you can tolerate, but maybe they're not optimal for your body, right? Like dairy,
Right.
like
Yeah.
cow's milk.
Yeah, well, for kids, milk is good. It's like the mother's milk. You need that. But
Okay.
if the preschool kid is allergic to it and she can't, she's got to drink something else. Whatever the parent or the pediatrician says that the kid needs.
What about like goat milk? Could they have goat milk instead of cow's milk? I wonder.
Yeah? Kelly, you still
Kelly?
there?
Yeah, I'm just thinking that there are so many other alternatives to milk.
Absolutely.
Isn't almond milk and soy milk, aren't they so much better than
I would
milk
choose
from a cow?
almond milk. Soy milk is always a secondary choice. There's a lot of big issues on both sides of that. Pros and cons about soy. Is good for men, not good for men. Holy smoke. I have soy myself. I decided to have some soy because it's from soybeans. Beans are good for you.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
So,
But to pull a kid out of school because they're going to force feed a kid sounds like a big, huge headline CNN news issue.
that's a good question. That's a very good question.
That's
actually.
Kelly.
Wow.
Kelly,
I don't
congratulations
think this
on
would be as big of a deal if it was in California. I'm just thinking Florida's a little bit behind the curve.
Yeah, they're more, this area's all conservative. Yeah. And
I see that like
ahead.
it's a U.S. Department of Agriculture thing called the plate, and probably the school has to follow that because the school takes federal money, right? That's my guess.
That's what I would think, but it doesn't seem
So
like
the
it's
school
very
can't
fair. I
change
guess you
that
could
for
just
one.
tell your child not to drink it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Don't drink
Yeah,
it,
but it's-
or put something in her lunch pail, and say drink this if they give you this. Is this a private school or a public school? I forgot to ask that. I wasn't sure, but I assume it was a public school.
I would assume it's public if it's got some accreditation with the USDA.
Yeah. Yeah, Kelly, thanks for
Good question.
calling in and getting that question out there. Hopefully you'll call back in next week, same time. Congratulations on your personal life. I heard there was a wedding or something.
Yeah,
Yay.
Ethan knows about that.
Yep.
All right, thanks. Good luck, you guys.
All right,
Thanks,
thanks
Kelly.
for calling, Kelly.
Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Yay. We know that, Kelly.
You know that, Kelly.
Yeah, she was really nice to call in. I was surprised about that. I didn't know that was going to happen. That was
Very good.
terrific.
Very
I love
good.
Kelly. We love Kelly.
We love Kelly. So,
Who is Kelly to you, Ethan?
My mom.
That was Ethan's
She didn't
mom.
say that,
She
but
didn't
yes,
say
that's
that. She's
Ethan's
really
mom.
good. She's surprised. I didn't recognize the voice. I'm like, I haven't heard her in a couple of while.
her voice
years.
did sound different.
Yeah.
You're right. It's interesting.
But anyway, that was good. I was excited about that. Gluten-free or dairy-free? Dairy-free is better for adults. Kids need the milk.
Yeah, I've read that too.
Kids need the milk. Adults, yeah, you definitely want to get some calcium and all that. But there's other milk products you can get: soy milk, almond milk, rice milk. I don't have rice milk anymore because I'm allergic to it, and it's the gluten protein. And when I get in the technical details, it's in rice and it's in corn. So I limit my rice and corn.
Okay.
But dairy, kids need that. Most of the kids need dairy because that's for growing kids and they need their milk.
Yeah.
And you know what goes with milk? Is GF Joe cookie. Woo!
And cupcakes. Yay.
Yay.
When kids have milk, make sure they have a GF Joe brand cupcakes. I want to ship this around the world. I want kids in Zimbabwe. I'm going to ship a whole pallet load someday soon to Zimbabwe and say, hey, this is gluten-free dairy. And they're going to be like, oh, I want some more, but in their native language.
People, yeah, it's good stuff. It's very good stuff. And that's different, by the way, gluten-free from dairy-free. No,
yeah, totally two different things.
Two different things. I'm glad that Kelly brought that up. It's similar, but not the same thing.
Yeah, Kelly had a very good question. Dairy-free, when most celiac people or people with allergies like me, when they have one item, one issue, they usually have like a few others, and it includes dairy, or the 8 other allergy items is like eggs or nuts. Some kids are allergic to nuts these days, a lot of peanuts. Soy. What else did I say? Wheat. There was like 8 of them or something. Cheese, dairy, whatever.
That there's like a cluster of things.
Yeah, there's
most
like
people
the top
are
9 allergies. Yeah. Well, for me, I have like 4 of them. I have the dairy, gluten, rice, corn, and that's about it.
Okay.
Some celiac people, they got the whole 9 yards. There's always somebody worse off than you. But
yeah.
Nuts. Oh, I love my I love my peanuts. Salmon. I love soybeans. You love peanut butter? Can you have peanut butter?
Yeah.
Terrific. What other almonds nuts can you have?
I can have pretty much everything.
This is the GF Joe Radio Show. Welcome to the show. Who's calling?
Joseph.
Guess who this is, ladies and gentlemen? Live from Newport Richie. No rednecks up there, huh?
What? A lot of nice Italians and a whole bunch of Northerners.
Oh, I know who this is.
Do you recognize that? That's my wonderful sister who made a great gluten-free dinner for me last night.
Hey, that's cool.
How are you doing, Anne Marie?
Hi, Anne Marie.
Hey, Ethan. Hi, Joe. Hi, Daryl. Ethan, move the microphone so I could see your face.
Is that better?
There you go. Perfect.
Thank you. Okay. Now I feel better. And now I have a question for Ethan. How long have you been a Boy Scout?
A long time. There's Cub Scouts and Boy Scouts. Cub Scouts, you start when you're like 5, and I started at first rank Tiger and went all the way up through here.
So you're in it about 20 years now?
Yeah, but like 7 years.
7 years. Wow.
Yeah, about 7.
Wow. Yeah. How far do you?
Wow, that's great to hear that you're sticking to something, and it seems like you're enjoying it.
Yes, it is fun.
It's a good thing. Emery, you know that Justin was in Scouts for quite a while. Did you know
Justin who? I know, I'm teasing. Yes, he made it. Him and his brothers, they are huge Boy Scout fans. They are definitely camping people and kayaking and doing all those great, wonderful things.
I saw him at a gas station a while ago, and we had a Boy Scout conversation.
I didn't know that he was a Boy Scout. Yes. Look at that.
Yeah, in fact, the mom was part of the leader, and so was the dad for many, many years.
That's why he's a good guy. He's such a good guy.
Yes, he is. They're very good. We're very happy for the two of them. They're doing well. Yeah. But right now, it's all about Ethan and Joe and Daryl.
We're talking with Anne-Marie, who is almost gluten-free. No.
Okay.
No, I'm keeping my Italianity in me.
Italianity, get it right.
Funny.
Yes, Joe Camilleri announced today for the first time live that I am writing, which Daryl knew about this a few months ago. I'm writing my first autobiography, and I'm about 10 pages into it. I have 280 to go. It's called The GF Joe, How I Lost My Italianity. And it'll be
I have a couple of chapters for you.
Oh, I need them. Email it to me.
Stories. She has stories on Joe, right?
Oh, man.
Emery or
Yes.
Joe. So that's a good question. If you're an Italian food lover and you like pasta, but you can't have it like Joe, what's the move? Is there a substitute thing?
Well, over the years, we got Joe the corn pasta or the rice pasta.
Okay.
So that was one of the ways. And then in making meatballs, everybody always adds breadcrumbs. I would add the corn chips and mash them down to crumbs. So I had my base of like a breading, so kept it, dense together to make meatballs. Then other substitutions came along as more things became available to him. But in the beginning, it was very difficult.
Because he's like, how do you eat Italian food?
Exactly. My book, my book will be a tearjerker in the beginning, but in the end, we're all surviving.
Okay.
That's right. We're all survivors. We do what we got to do and enjoy life the best we can.
We're all Boy Scouts. We all have great survival skills that we use.
Right. We could just get branches and eat the leaves off the trees.
That we can.
Yum.
And they're gluten-free, too. Some are dairy-free.
Yeah. That's cool.
Thank you for calling, Anne-Marie from Newport.
All right. Well, Daryl, do a good job keeping Joe in line. And Ethan, enjoy the cupcake, and we'll talk to you soon.
Good talking to you, Emery.
All right. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
She has a great family.
She has done well with her pride and joy is known as Catherine Neese, who's an aerospace engineer.
We could have had that conversation, Ethan.
For a company I can't say because the men in black will come and get me.
You'll be the CIA. Matter of fact, who's that?
Yeah, who's the guy in the black? Yeah, she's doing great, and she is designing stuff. Maybe I'll have her on one day during her vacation time that she'll be my co-host, and we'll talk about gluten-free aerospace engineering.
She's good to accommodate you. Like she tried to find different ways to feed you.
Yep, yep.
And still,
that's why it's good to have a family of 2 or more.
Ah, yes. Yes, that's right.
Oh, we could take a picture right in the middle of our show. I want to thank Ethan Kraft of Boy Scout Troop 321 and Daryl Kraft for coming on to the show today. We are taking pictures. This will be for the newspapers and for the St. Pete Times. And do you want to get me smiling too?
We got the paparazzi in here.
We have 2 minutes. we have an intro and an outro, don't we? Welcome to yourhomeliferadio.com. I am your host, GF Joe. Gluten-free all the time, all the hour. What was my logo? I'm gluten-free every day is for me. I am GF Joe. Welcome to yourhomeliferadio.com. We have some great questions. Thank you for Kelly, Jason, and Anne-Marie.
Yes.
And you let me know. I'm ready to go, Nolan. GF Joe. I'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.